Ow. All right, everybody, welcome back to another episode of Satisfactory, where we are satisfying the factory, I guess. I don't know. Anyways, we were working on, we got the concrete done, so we're good with that. Next thing is going to be the iron. I did have to run the iron a little bit just to make sure I had plenty of materials for the rest of this episode. And yeah, we're running through the, I don't know what's with that weird flash. It keeps doing it every so often. And if I'm catching on there, sorry about that. But anyways, yeah, they're almost through all that. And we have a visitor who is just chilling on this. I'm going to leave him there just to see how long he stays there. But I am going to get up here, if I can, to get this gift. There we go. We're able to get it. Just took a little bit of scaffolding. Just a little bit. Yeah, and he's still in place. I don't know what he's doing. But yeah, I ran this for a little bit longer just to make sure I had plenty of iron rods and iron sheets, sheet metal, something like that. And yeah, we got plenty of them. I have a little bit on me. But yeah, so we got all that done. I would like to finally start getting some walls and stuff up. I had to steal a piece to kind of make a way up there. And I thought that was a lot easier than the way I was doing it. So, worked out pretty well. So now, let's go ahead and try and get the iron and everything running. We do actually have 4 iron nodes that we can work with. So, we're going to need a lot of space. And you saw what 4 of these did. So, it's going to be quite interesting. So, we're going to start working up here. Now, we all know these, or I looked at all these, they're all normal, so they're going to be producing 60. But let's look at what we have. We are going to be doing the constructors first. Well, actually, no, let's use the smelters first. That's the first thing we're going to need, and I need to go grab parts. 1 second. It's great that I organized everything. It's bad that I forgot everything. All right, since we know all the iron that we have is over there, and there's actually a copper node right over there, let's work from this side. So, first things first, smelters. How many can you do? Well, if we remember right, it can do 30 per minute. Each one of those nodes is producing 60. So, for each one of these is going to take 2. So, that's 2, 4, 6, 8. We need 8 smelters. Got that. Now, what we really want to concentrate on is this math right here. So, for iron plates, it's going to be 30 for 30. Or 30 for 20. So, we're going to need 30 iron ingots, I apologize, to make 20 plates. So it's 1 for 1 on that. So that's not that bad. Now, if we go back and select a different recipe, like iron rods, so there it needs 15. Here comes a fun math for this. So each smelter can do 2 of these. Okay, not bad. So we can double them out. But say we want some screws in there. Well, here comes the fun part. It can do 10. So we can split this up actually pretty evenly. I could do one of these can do 2 sheets. Actually, we have 2 of these doing 2 sheets. And those 2 over there, we can have 1 making rods and 1 making screws. Sorry, my brain shut off for a second. But we want to be able to divide this out properly. So this can be kind of fun. Now, one other thing we do want to be able to make, and we don't have it in here yet. Actually, it's not in this recipe. We do not have the machine yet. Okay. So let's go ahead and get this set up first. Now, one little neat trick you can do, if you want to make sure everything lines up properly, you can just place these, I think, right here on the edge. Anyways, so what we can do is just go ahead and attach that real quick. And then we can run our pipe down to about there. You don't want to go into the ground. That should be all we need to do. All right, everybody. All I should have to do is just give these things juice, and they should be going. Let's see in a second if everything is working right on this end. All right, to be honest with you, I forgot everything apparently. Now everything should be running and making plenty of plates. All right, so we got about 10 minutes before that thing fills up, so that's not too bad. So we got the first stage done, and you know what? let's go ahead and do two things I kind of forgot to do. Wow. And that was not jumping off there. You know, it takes me longer and longer to find these things. And superposition oscillators. What? Okay. I really don't know what to do with that. I don't think I've ever made it that far into the game yet. Okay. So while we're down here, let's go ahead and unlock the next set of achievements on here. And that was the wrong thing. See, there's that flash again. We need 300 plates. That's not too bad. And that's going to give us where we can make the rotors. And we get the assemblers. That's two of the things that we really need right now.
Project assembly parts can now.
Alright, we're going to go ahead and skip that. So basically this unlocked the assembler where we can actually feed two items in at the same time. So like for reinforced plates, we need iron plates and screws to make one. So now we can make that. Along with modular frames, which are going to be very important later. And rotors. Rotors are going to be rods and screws. So that's pretty easy. But let's see. Is there another one we can unlock real quick? Yeah, let's go ahead and get this one. The Awesome Sink's pretty cool. Awesome Shop's great. And this is going to be a main thing. The color cartridges and the build gun upgrade customizer. That's a long word of just saying, hey, you can customize your buildings now. The Awesome Shop with a 25... I think it was 25. With a 30 FICSIT. Oh, FICSIT. I just now realized that. Coupons can actually get us quite a few nice things, but we have to make sure we can get to it first. All right, while we're waiting for that to come back, let's see if there's anything in the MAM that we can unlock. Nutrition, I think we should be able to do. This would be a good thing to get. So let me go grab a few things, and we can unlock that real quick. All right, time for the next one, which is really actually pretty simple. All right, so basically all they're saying is now we can dump things. So that's always good, kind of, but it does take a lot of power to kind of run it. So next thing I want to do is get the next set of iron ore over here, which is going to be from all the way over here. All right, everybody, I am back. I've been fiddling around with this for a few minutes, and I got something. Basically, this is going to make both iron rods and screws, but it's going to be, besides going to be the screw line, and you can see how I had to merge these at the end, then split them up into 3 different ways. So it's going to divide 15 and 15, so that's 30. Divide that by 3, it's going to be 10 a piece, and each one of these needs 10. So that works out quite well. Reason I didn't put both of them down here, well, it's going to take up too much space. So I got to figure out a better design for all of this, and hopefully with blueprints we can make this a lot easier. But those are not unlocked till I think tier 4. So let me go ahead and hook this one up, because this is the direct line right there. So I'm gonna let these build up for a second, and I'm gonna set up the next layer, which are going to be making rotors. But the funny thing is, with rotors, we need the assembler to do it, and we need 4 rotors to do so. So we gotta make a few by hand. Not a big deal. All right, I made a few by hand. I'm kind of curious on what the recipe is going to look like in this. And there should be some FICSIT Christmas stuff in here too. Reinforced plating. 30 and 60. Yeah, same old recipe for that one. 100 screws and 20 rods to make 4 of those. All right, let's kind of do the math for this. What are we doing right now? So right now we're doing 120 and 30. So this setup could run one of them. That's not encouraging. You know, one thing we haven't done yet, and that is actually build the special space elevator, which we do not have enough copper for it, surprisingly. I believe we still have a little bit left over here. I want to get that, go ahead and place that down so I know where I'm going to be building at. All right, I think it's time to place it down. And this thing is always kind of awesome to watch get placed down the first time. But I want to make sure I can access the entry points. So I think right there should be good. want to kind of line it up right there on that. Yeah, that looks kind of centered. And I'm going to turn this off just so you all can see this. Ooh, I think I've just almost missed it. There's the main part put down. And this thing is just always fun to watch. How much detail they put into this is just amazing for me. All right, that's our space elevator done. And it's kind of cool that we can actually walk up and pretty much touch the thing. We have two options here. We can either work on the space elevator parts and unlock more tiers, which I think we're actually going to do. I know we're trying to get all this set up, but with the current equipment we have, it's going to make it a lot harder. And plus, I would like to get into the MAM and stuff, not in the MAM, the resource sink and everything like that. And I would like to get away from biomass. Biomass is good early game, but as you can see, we're getting closer and closer to having too much, or needing too much energy for what we're producing. So, and I don't want to keep constantly cutting down trees and everything. I mean, we could, but no, let's not do that. So, what are we needing for that? We need 50. We need 50 smart plating, which is going to be pretty much 50 reinforced and 50 rotors. So that's actually pretty easy. I might be able to knock that out pretty quick. It says 2 per minute, so it would take me 25 minutes to get that. With 1. Keyword with 1. So let me get the stuff needed. All right, you can see my just hooking these up almost put me at my max. So if it takes 25 minutes for 1, well, let's cut that in half. Why not? And this shouldn't take me too long. I'm going to wait for it to become day again, luckily. It'll give me time to do other things. But yeah, just getting this unlocked real quick would probably be the best of all things. Fresh new day. And a fresh new power slug. So that's what I was waiting on this whole time. I've been trying to figure out why it didn't have that show up. So that is good for us because now we can actually unlock everything. So let's head back up here. Yeah, I decided to try and do that. It was a little bit of parkour. Not too bad though. Yeah, I had to move the MAM, so it's up here now. All right, power slugs. Finally, we can start researching these. Nice. Scannable objects. Why not? Get that unlocked. And we just need a little bit more wire, and we should be good on the power shard. All right, and we should have everything we need. Yes, please. Now the only one we don't have is the purple one, but hey, that is most of that unlocked. So that's gives us the ability to do something different. Beforehand, they didn't have this right here. This is actually a bracket. Now we can actually control how much power it's using, or not how much power, how much we're producing. We can increase it and decrease it, but we have to insert these power shards. So that is always nice. And let's go double check to make sure this should be done by now. Only had a couple minutes left last time I checked. There's 25, and there's another 25. All right. So there are many different ways you can feed this in here. Right now, we're just going to manually do it. We're going to have to go all the way down, but that shouldn't take too long. All right. So we are down here, and you, like I said, you can feed them in here. That is optional, but all we have to do, let's go ahead. I want to be fancy and go next to the computer. Where are you at? I think I placed it on this side. I did. And let's go ahead and drop these in real quick. Just the animation on this is awesome. And the little details right here, that's always great. Nice. And that's how we unlocked the next tier. It didn't seem like much. I don't know why I'm leaving stuff laying around. Yeah, that was it. And now you can see the ejection objective for the second tier. Wow, I cannot talk today. But the main reason I wanted to do this was to get to coal power. Coal power is going to be where we can really start taking off. I didn't want to do too much of an infrastructure just yet because things are about to change quite a bit. So let's go ahead and get back to our little thing, and yeah, I'll show you guys what it unlocked. I am glad I walked down here. Running a little bit low on biofuel. There we go, much cleaner. And we don't have to worry about it for a little bit longer. So what this unlocked? Well, it unlocked 3 and 4. So that's where the first one is, coal power. I think we can knock this out real quick. I'm gonna grab the equipment or the stuff I'm gonna need, and also unlocks vehicles. And I'm trying to think where this actually is. There it is, blueprints. So you actually have to get to steel first before you can actually unlock the blueprint designer. And that's gonna be kind of cool. And I think the blueprints we're gonna be playing with a lot over on Twitch, because I want to come up with some cool blueprints to kind of get things going. So, and you can see the advanced one also brings up the minor Mark II. That's where we're going to get kind of fun, because the normal extraction weight was 60, now it's doubled to 120. So we can produce a lot more. So that's why I was kind of hesitant to really get into setting up there. And there is also a Mark III. So that is something to look forward to. So let me grab the stuff I'm gonna need, and I'm actually gonna mark it real quick to unlock coal. And we're gonna see how far it is for coal. All right, everybody, we are ready to unlock this. And it was real easy. All right, so now we have access to coal power. And these things are gonna be kind of cool. And kind of see how close one is. Not too far away, actually. That one's a little bit further. So it's just right up over there. So that's not too bad. But we're not going to worry about that today, because we're going to end up having to make a fun little trip and do this. And one thing we have to make sure is that we are near water when we're doing this, because if not, well, our coal generators will not work. Keep hearing guys down here. I do not see them. Oh, there it is. Ow. Alright, this is one of the blue ones. These are actually a lot harder to fight normally. Yeah, I think this is a good wrapping up point. We got quite a bit done today. It doesn't seem like it, but yeah, we did. We got quite a few things up and operating, but like I said, there is going to be some... Oh, where's it at? Yeah, we don't have the second one unlocked yet, so that's going to change up how everything is done. So like I said, I don't want to get too much of a foundation set up and it pretty much not work afterwards. So let's go ahead and wrap it up here. You all have a great rest of the day. If you're new to my channel and you enjoyed this, hit like and subscribe. And if you guys want to, make some comments down below what I messed up on, how I can improve, and also how can I get rid of this objective complete phase 2 up at the top right of my corner. If anybody knows, that would be amazing. But until next time, where we go on an adventure, take it easy. One day I'll learn how to talk. Later, everybody. Have a good day.